If you enjoy traditional hunting knives and vintage Boy Scout knives, then this video is for you. In just a moment, we'll take a close look at this Western-made official Boy Scout sheath knife. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hello, knife lovers. Welcome to Knife Delights, a place where friends can gather and discuss all things knives. Before we begin the full review on this delightful Western Boy Scout knife, I'd like to take a moment and just thank all my new subscribers. It's great to have you on board. And I'd like to throw out this offer. I haven't done it for quite a while now, but if you'd like to receive a Knife Delights channel sticker, why just please send me an email at knifedelights@gmail.com. I just need your name and an address, and I'll be happy to get one in the mail for you. All I ask is that you be a subscriber and perhaps leave a comment or two. For anyone that's new to the channel, I do have several playlists. I've done several videos now on Boy Scout knives in particular, if that's what you like to see. So please feel free to check out my playlists and all my other videos. Now, the Boy Scouts seem to refer to fixed blade knives as a sheath knife, but that's kind of a tongue twister for me, so I'm just going to call it a fixed blade knife. So this is the BSA model 1378, and it is WSF1, and then I don't know the letter abbreviation after that for the Western model number. Now, just the generic Western knife model number, this is based off the Western model L66. So Western produced the fixed blade knives here for the Boy Scouts from 1948 to 1979. So that kind of gives you a date range of this particular knife. I would say from the age of it, it's probably sometime in the 60s or 70s. It's hard to say. So the overall length of this knife is about 8 3/4 inches, and it features a 4.5 inch clip point blade. And it has a brass guard, half guard there, and an aluminum pommel. Now, one thing that's very interesting about Western knives, their fixed blades, is they have a bifurcated tang. So what that means is it's a full tang back here, except the middle of it is cut out. So kind of think of a tuning fork. And because of that, you've got two pins here. So it looks like this pin goes through this part of the blade, and then this pin here goes back through that part of the blade. Kind of a feature of Western knives I didn't know about. Now, Western patented the bifurcated tang in 1934. And one of the reasons they did it was it supposedly, or according to them, it made the tang stronger, the knife stronger, because most knives of this design have somewhat of a rat tail type tang to them. So the handle is leather, but as you can see, the tang is exposed on the top and on the bottom. So they use some sort of leather, half leather washers on those. And then you have your decorations here, decoration rings. So the weight of this knife is 4.3 ounces or 123 grams. The tang stamps include that first class symbol, and then official Boy Scouts of America on one side. And on the other side, it reads Western, Boulder, Colorado, made in USA. We do not have, I shouldn't say we, this knife, just as a reminder, I don't own this knife. This is from my brother's Boy Scout knife collection. As I've been showing in my other videos, that's his collection, just on loan to me. He doesn't happen to have the original sheath for this. So again, I checked on scoutknives.net, They do not have any pictures of the Western knives, but it looks like there's models including WESF1A through 1F. This particular knife here seems to meet the description of the 1A. There are no other descriptions, and there's no pictures, so I can't tell this for sure. I don't know what the other models look like. I have seen one on like an auction site that looked like it was a small bird and trout knife, and it had the first class symbol sideways on the tang here, but I don't know which model that one would be. So there must be some other models that Western made for the Boy Scouts. Well, like a lot of knife companies, it has a long history, intermingled history. I'm going to try to give you just a short version here, but there was a man by the name of H.N. Platts, and he was in New York. And if you know anything about the knife industry, you know, Cutlery County in New York and that surrounding area, that's where a lot of knife companies started here in the U.S. So H.N. married a lady by the name of Debbie Case. Yes, he married into the Case family. So again, there's a lot of shuffling around, this company, that company, this and that, but the bottom line is in 1911, he sold his interest in the company there in New York that he was working with. He sold it to Russ Case, and he moved his family to Boulder, Colorado. One of the reasons he moved out there was for his health, and once he got out there, he realized that that area was a fertile area in order to make knives for all the Western people. So one of the reasons it was originally named Western States Cutlery was that they wanted to make sure that a geographical name was established to identify, you know, a separate sales area and a separate identity from that of Case and Platt's businesses back east. So again, there's several iterations of the company, but in 1951, there was a new name given, and it was the Western Cutlery Company. Western Cutlery remained in Boulder until its 1978 relocation to nearby Longmont, Colorado. So the company was owned by a Platts, and the last one being Harvey Platts, who was the company president and continued in that capacity until 1984, when Western was purchased by Crossman Air Gun Division of Coleman Corporation, thus ending the more than 100-year involvement of the Platts family in the U.S. cutlery industry. This association with Coleman lasted until 1990, when an investor group in Wyoming purchased the knife factory and trademarks. Under this new company, they were not able to get satisfactory profit performance, and so the company's brands, machinery, and tooling were sold to Camillus Cutlery in 1991, and many parts, papers, and other items were dispersed at auction. Camillus Cutlery closed its doors in February 2007, leaving the future of Western Cutlery and the company's other brands in limbo. Well, I certainly hope you've enjoyed having a look at this very historical vintage knife, learning a little bit about the Western Cutlery Company. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Comments are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and help the channel grow. So until next time, everyone have a very delightful day.